Hi guys, how are you? Let's start our lesson today about modeling decimal addition and subtraction. Open your booklet from page 31 till page 35. Let's start our lesson about modeling decimal addition and subtraction. We are gonna use the decimal model and place value chart in adding. Let's see the solved example. Here we have 0.45 plus 0.14. I want to make adding of these two numbers. First of all, I'm gonna write the first number in the place value chart according to its place value. Here, 0 in the ones, so I'm gonna write it here in the ones. Decimal point, I'm gonna write it in the decimal point place. 4 in the tenths, I'm gonna write it in the tenths place. 5 here in the hundredths. Then I'm gonna add the second number, 0.14. I'm gonna write 0 under the ones, decimal point under the decimal point, 1 in the tenths, and 4 in the hundredths. Then I'm gonna make adding from the right side. 5 plus 4 equal 9, and 4 plus 1 equal 5. Decimal point plus decimal point equal decimal point. 0 plus 0 equal 0. So the answer is 0.59. I want also to make adding of these two numbers by using the model here. First, I'm gonna color or shade 0.45. That means I'm gonna color 45 here in the model. So start here with the coloring 10, 20, 30, 40, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would start to color 45 from the 100. Now plus 0.14, so I'm gonna color 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. If I want to make adding for the two colors, it will be 0.59. Open your booklet, page 32, and let me start exercise B. Here I have 0.52 minus 0.14. First, I'm gonna start with the bigger number 0.52. I'm gonna put it in the place value chart. Here, 0 in the ones, I'm gonna write it in the ones, decimal point in the decimal point place, 5 here in the tenths, and 2 here in the hundredths. Then I'm gonna write 0.14 under its place value, each digit under its place value. 0 here in the ones, decimal point under the decimal point, 1 under the tenths, and 4 under the hundredths. Then let's start to make subtraction. I'm gonna start from the right side. Can I take from 2 4? Of course not. So I'm gonna borrow from 5. Here I will cross 5 and write 4. So I will cross here 5 and write 4. Then I will give to 1, so it will be 12. Now count from 4 till reach to 12. It will be 8. Now 4 minus 1, it will be 3. Decimal minus decimal, it will be decimal. 0 minus 0, it will be 0. So the answer will be 0.38. Here I have to put these two numbers in the modeling. So first of all, I will color 52. Let me see here, the first column, I start with colored with baby blue, and the second, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 51, 52. Here I want to make subtraction, so I'm gonna cross what? Cross 14. I will cross the first column. The first column represents 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's solve exercise page 32, the first one. We have here 0.85 plus 0.78. First, I'm gonna see here in the tenths to color it. I'm gonna color here in the modeling 85. Let me start with the tenths first. Here we have what? In the tenths 8. So I'm gonna color here 8 columns. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Then I'm gonna color what in the tenths in the other side? 7. So I'm gonna color also 7 columns. So first I will color here 8 tenths and 7 tenths. Let me count with you. I'm gonna color 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I make adding 4. Here 80 plus 70. Let me make adding for the hundredths. Here I'm gonna color 5 plus 8. So let me see. 1. Here 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I finished the first number. Here let me underline the hundredths. So I'm gonna color 8. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let me make adding for these two numbers by using the place value chart. First I'm gonna write 0 under the ones and decimal point under the decimal point, 8 in the tenths and 5 in the hundredths, plus 0.78. Here 8 under the hundreds and 7 under the tenses, decimal point under the decimal point, and 0 under the ones. Let's make adding. From the right side, 5 plus 8 equal, yes, 13. 3 and carry up 1. 1 plus 8, 9. And 9 plus 7 equal 16. So I'm gonna write 6 and carry up 1 in the ones. 1 plus 0 equal 1. So the answer is 1 and 63 hundredths. So I'm gonna write the answer 1.63. Let's solve exercise C, page 33. Here I have 1.15 minus 0.52. I'm gonna make here subtraction. First, I will use the modeling. So I'm gonna color or shade 1.15 together. So 1 means I'm gonna color the first modeling because I have one hole. So I'm gonna color the first modeling 1.15. So I'm gonna color in the second modeling 15, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here I have minus, so that's meaning I will cross 52. So I will cross the first column. Here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 2 small squares. 1, 2. Let me see what is the rest. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63. So the answer is 0.63. Also, I will use 1.15 minus 0.52. I will use it in the place value chart. I will make subtraction by using place value chart. So I'm gonna write the numbers under its place value. So 5 under the hundreds, 1 here under the tenses, decimal point under the decimal point, and 1 in the ones place. Minus 2 here under the hundreds, 5 under the tenses, and 0 under the ones. Then I'm gonna start subtraction from the right side. 5 minus 2 equal 3. Can I take from 1 5? Of course not, because 1 is smaller. So I will borrow from the ones. I will borrow here from the 1. So 1 will be 0, and here the tenses will be 11. Now 11 minus 5 will be 6. Decimal point minus decimal point, it will be decimal. 0 minus 0 equal 0. So the answer is 0.63. Let me see exercise E. Open the booklet, page 34. 278 and 136 thousandths plus 96 and 96 hundredths. Let me put each digit under its place value. I'm gonna start with the first number. Here I'm gonna write 6 here in the thousands and 3 here under the hundreds, 1 in the tenths place, decimal point under the decimal point, 8 here under the ones, 7 under the tens, and 100 under the 100 here I'm gonna write 2. Then I'm gonna write 96.96 under its place value. Here the 6 in the hundredths place. So I will put here 6 under the 3 and the 9 in the tenths, so I'm gonna write it under 1. Decimal point under the decimal point. Then 6 here in the ones and 9 under the tens. Then I'm gonna start adding from the right side. Here 6, I'm gonna write under it 0 because there is no number. And under 2, I'm gonna write also 0. Then I'm gonna start adding 6 plus 0 equal 6, and 6 plus 9 equal 6 plus 3 equal 9. 9 plus 1 equal 10. So I'm gonna write 0 and carry up 1. 1 plus 8, 9. 9 plus 6 equal 15. So I'm gonna write 5 and carry up 1. 1 plus 7 plus 9, it will be 17. 7 and carry up 1. 1 plus 2 plus 0 equal 3. So the answer is 375 and 96 thousandths. Let's solve on page 35, exercise F. Here I have 142 and 37 hundredths minus 4 and 8 hundredths. I want to make subtraction by using place value chart. So I'm gonna write each digit under its place value. I'm gonna start with 7 here under the hundreds, 3 under the tenths, 2 under the ones, 4 under the tens, and 1 under the hundred. Then I'm gonna write the second number under its place value. 8 here under the 7, and 0 here in the tenths, so I'm gonna write it under 3. 4 in the 1, so I'm gonna write it under the 2. And the rest I'm gonna write 0. Then I will start subtraction from the right side. Can I subtract from 7, 8? Of course not, because 7 is smaller. So I will cross 3. 3 will be 2. And give 1 to the 7. So it will be 17. Now 17 is bigger than 8. So 17 minus 8, it will be 9. 2 minus 0 equal 2. Decimal point minus decimal point equal decimal point. Now 2 minus 4, it can't because this is smaller. So I'm gonna borrow from 4. 4 will be 3 and 2 will be 12. 12 minus 4 equal 8. 3 minus 0 equal 3 and 1 minus 0 equal 1. So the answer is 138 and 29 hundredths. Open your booklet, page 35, and let me solve with you exercise 2. Write an expression to match the following models. In exercise A, we have in the modeling 2 different colors, and I want here to make adding between these 2 colors. First, I'm gonna count the pink colors, then count the blue colors. first, let me start the first column, 10, 20, and 21, 22. So I'm gonna write 0.22. Now let me count the blue colors. Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So I'm gonna write 0.38. Now let me make adding. 8 plus 2. Hundreds plus hundreds. 8 plus 2 equal 10. So I'm gonna write 0 and carry up 1. 1 plus 2 equal 3, and 3 plus 3 equal 6. Decimal point plus decimal point equal decimal point. 0 plus 0 equal 0. So the answer equal 0.60 or 0.6. In example B, we have here colors in the modeling, and we see cross. Cross here means he wants from me to make subtraction. So first of all, I'm gonna color or count the coloring first. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. That means the first number is 0.54. Minus what? Let me see. He crossed for me the first column. The first column is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Minus 0.16. If I make in the draft 0.54 minus 0.16, so the answer would be 0.38. Thank you for listening. I hope you are enjoyed the video.